The movie begins by providing a recap of the events that occurred in the previous films of the series. It showcases footage of enormous alien spacecraft descending upon Earth, signaling the ultimate battle for humanity. All of the spaceships on Earth unite and launch a final counterattack in a future world. These extraterrestrial beings invade Earth and take control of human minds, using them to manipulate biological armor. Within a span of just 1 year, the devastating consequences lead to the deaths of countless individuals. Rose, a unique hybrid of human and alien, possesses extraordinary abilities. Her birth was a result of exposure to external radiation, causing her body to mutate and grow 1 meter in a mere 3 days. In order to slow down Rose's rapid growth, people willingly donate blood. This is done because during a crucial conflict, it was discovered that Rose inherited alien powers, enabling her to utilize her skills to save wounded soldiers on Earth. Fast forward 10 years, Rose has matured, and the alien creatures on Earth have been swiftly eradicated. The aliens unleashed their most formidable combat forces, and an unstoppable spaceship initiated an assault on Earth. This spacecraft had the capability to infect all humans with a single strike. In response, human fighters joined forces to resist this imminent threat. We witness Rose leading a fleet of human spaceships as they confront the alien vessel head-on. At this stage, the aliens have been dubbed Harvesters. The alien mothership, referred to as Armada, took up a position in the moon's orbit. Rose and her fleet managed to break through numerous obstacles and enemy lines. However, when it was the time to annihilate the central ship, Rose paused for a moment, accidentally destroying one of her own ships to prevent the alien ships from attacking Earth. The sacrifice of her own ship resulted in the loss of thousands of lives, but it successfully wiped out the Armada. After the battle, Rose was overwhelmed with sorrow and guilt, to the point that she vanished from the scene. In the peaceful 5 years that followed, humanity strived to rebuild and restore stability. Rose returns to her everyday life, residing in a temporary city close to the remnants of London. She evades the resistant forces searching for her, and copes with the aging effects of being a hybrid. The liberated hybrids of humans and aliens are now referred to as pilots. A peculiar virus has emerged on Earth, causing those with minor infections to gradually turn aggressive. Throughout this period, she's been dodging the resistance forces led by Leon, who's in pursuit of her. At the same time, she had to go through frequent hyperoxygenated blood transfusions, administered by Dr. Mal Witt, in order to trigger the manifestation of his hybrid nature, causing him to age at an accelerated rate and ultimately succumb to it. In a dramatic turn of events, the pilot becomes infected with the virus, and the infection rapidly spreads, turning into an epidemic. This situation takes a toll on him, causing him to lose something or someone insignificant. A contagious infection targeted pilots and individuals who had undergone pilot transplants. This virus not only reverts the pilots back to their brainwashed state, but also consumes them, causing their demise. For instance, Juana, the former rogue cop who had a change of heart. She lost 3 limbs and fell victim to the virus. This infection not only devours the pilots, but also returns them to a state where their minds were controlled by the blue lights. Rose, who's captured by Leon, the leader of the resistance, is brought before General Radford. Radford reveals to her that the main propulsion system of the Armada traveled to Cobalt-1, the Harvester's home planet, before the ship was annihilated. The crystal nucleus, residing on the alien mothership and serving as the Armada's primary power source, possesses the ability to heal the afflicted individuals. The team realizes that their only chance to rescue the pilot lies in this plan. Rose holds a critical role as she possesses the unique ability to endure the radiation emitted by the protective shield that surrounds the Crystal Cove. Despite her initial reluctance, Rose ultimately agrees to participate in the mission. During this time, she reunites with her brother Trent, who serves as a pilot. United with General Radford's team, Rose and Trent embark on a journey to Cobalt-1. In a separate context, the military rapidly assembles a team of highly trained specialists upon discovering that the alien spacecraft is located on the Dark Star, which is positioned 1 light-year away from Earth. Their mission is to reach the Dark Star and capture the crystal nucleus from the alien entity. The spaceship gained speed as it ascended into the sky, taking all the necessary measures to prepare for traversing a wormhole. After successfully opening the wormhole, the spaceship reached the vicinity of the Dark Star. Unfortunately, the excessive velocity made it difficult for the accompanying spaceships to maneuver and avoid a collision, leading to a substantial impact that inflicted significant damage to the spacecraft. Left with no feasible alternative, they were forced to employ an emergency landing. While carrying out their mission on Cobalt 1, the team experiences a spaceship crash caused by a collision, leaving them dependent on emergency power. Rose, accompanied by her adopted brother Trent, as well as Leon, Owens, and Alexei, stumbles upon a planet covered in the lifeless remains of the Harvesters, the alien aggressors. As additional aliens start to emerge, the team is compelled to retreat while engaging in intense combat. In the midst of the chaos, Rose observes that one of her teammates is on the verge of being attacked and swiftly takes action, firing a laser bomb in an attempt to save them. Regrettably though, Rose's attempt to rescue her teammate with a laser bomb fails, causing them to lose their ability to speak. As the situation becomes increasingly critical and the survival of the entire team hangs in the balance, one member selflessly decides to sacrifice themselves by triggering an electromagnetic bomb they possess. The resulting intense heat proves fatal to all of the alien creatures in the vicinity. Following suit, Alexei valiantly sacrifices herself by utilizing a pulse grenade to eliminate the remaining threats. Undeterred, Rose and the remaining members of the team persist in their quest to locate the crystal nucleus. Upon reaching the Armada, Rose assumes the role of guiding the team out of the room in search of the crystal nucleus. Before long, their detector begins to flash, prompting some team members to head towards a nearby cave. Inside the cave, they come across lifeless bodies of alien creatures, indicating that no humans had ventured there before. Along the way, Rose discovers a fragment of paper that had been used by humans, further confirming their absence in that area. Suddenly, a group of aliens launch another attack. Acting swiftly, Andy leads the team to a well-lit hiding spot. Miraculously, the alien creatures come to an immediate halt and gradually retreat over time, allowing the team to evade further danger. During a challenging moment, the team members who remained on the spaceship arrived to provide assistance using drones. Guided by the drones, they swiftly reached the location of the crystal nucleus. The flashing objects turned out to be the crystal nucleus, which held the power to cure the sickness. Without hesitation, Andy absorbed the radiation from the protective cover using her own energy. After a considerable amount of time, Andy successfully absorbed all the radiation, revealing the crystal nucleus. However, in the blink of an eye, it vanished. It was then that Andy's eyes turned a dark blue, and the red light on her body transformed into blue. She turned around and took control of her teammates, subsequently leaping down from the spot where the crystal nucleus had been. Unfortunately, she became sick due to the radiation. Back on Earth, when the crystal nucleus was discovered, the infected warriors had already begun attacking humans. Amid the escalating battle, the aliens' tentacles suddenly latch onto Rose's head. In a brief period, Rose falls under the control of the Harvester matriarch, who accuses humans of seeking to exterminate her species. The memories within Rose's mind undergo a complete transformation. Under the influence of the alien leader, Rose is compelled to aim at her own brother. Though Trent initially gains the upper hand, he hesitates to attack Rose for several rounds. However, Rose's actions grow increasingly aggressive. In a swift move, John strikes Rose's armament, disabling her weapon. Simultaneously, the alien leader extends its tentacles, launching Rose into the air and seizing control over Trent. Witnessing Trent's life in grave danger, Rose recovers her lost memories. With Trent's assistance, Rose breaks free from the matriarch's influence, realizing that it was the alien's mind control that's caused her to freeze during the war. No longer afraid of her true identity, Rose harnesses her powers and retrieves the core drive. Rose, seeing Trent being controlled, attacks the alien leader with energy rays, but then the leader took control of Rose again. However, Owens, a member of the team, attacked Trent, who had the crystal core. He took the crystal core and destroyed the only exit. At this time, a few alien creatures came after them, and Rose used them to let out her anger. Later, Rose and Leon find out that Radford had bombed Cobalt 1 with a biological weapon before they got there. This was the same virus that was making the pilots on Earth sick. As they get back on the ship, Radford uses the core drive to destroy Cobalt 1 and the Harvesters, killing them all. He tells them that the virus was meant to peacefully end the pilots and kill the Harvesters. But it had the unexpected effect of making the pilots go back to their controlled state. The matriarch, who had also gotten on the ship, kills Radford, planning to destroy Earth to get back at them. After understanding the truth about the virus, Owens attacks G, who's able to defend himself. Rose and the others were fighting with the alien leader. The spaceship was about to go through the wormhole. Owens was thrown onto the energy of the wormhole and right away turned into pieces at a very important time. As the ship goes into a wormhole, Trent, who Leon is able to bring back to normal, also throws the matriarch in, but most of his body is destroyed in the process. When Trent got his senses back and ran to the wormhole with the alien leader in his arms, the alien leader right away turned into ashes. When Rose saw Trent in danger, she let out a strong energy and saved him. On Earth, Dr. Maul is trying to find a cure, but the sick pilots attack before she can finish testing it. The people living there, including Maul, Kate, Grant, and Juana, fight back and are able to kill the attacking pilots. This costs the lives of Grant and a few others. Then, an army of thousands more comes from London. Just in time, Rose comes back to Earth from a wormhole. She's able to pull all the pilots into her ship. Dr. Mouse's cure worked, and they were able to save all the pilots. Rose took the crystal nucleus and went to the spaceship to Earth. The sick people on Earth will also be well. Humans have won again. Trent, who caught the virus, is saved when Dr. Maul transplants his brain to a new pilot body. G breaks into Radford's private files and finds out where a jail is. Radford used this jail to lock up people he thought were against the country. This includes Rose and Trent's father, Mark, who's been missing for a long time. Later, Rose finds out where her adoptive father, Mark, is. Radford had kept Mark as a prisoner because he thought Mark was against the country. And that's all for this recap. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe and like this video. And hey, what did you think about this movie? Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 in the comment section. If you want to see another awesome movie recap, then make sure you click that video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next movie recap.